would say it's a space that's communal or is in a public space usually, and the garden can be edible, usually edible. I would say actually community gardens, they talk about edible gardens, but it can also be flower gardens. They're just generally community spaces where people can use that space for growing food.
Yep. Cool.
And that's for the suburb of Broome North, so it's managed by Incredible Edible Broome local gardening group. But most of the beds, to my understanding, are managed on a communal basis, so anybody can go in. There's working bees every week. Everybody helps with all the plots, and everybody can harvest from those plots as well. Broome Circle on Frederick Street, so that's considered like more of a verge garden, I guess, than a community garden in the traditional sense. It's not fenced off. It's a verge that was kind of unused space, and so some people who are very good gardeners have gone in and made that a really fertile space for growing food, and again accessible to anybody who walks past. There's a small garden at the Broome Recovery Centre in Old Broome. So gardens go from being functional at some times to not being functional at other times, depends who's around and how much volunteer time there is. Functioning in general is there's not like regular working bees and stuff like that, but it's a great little space, and they definitely have some stuff going in there at the moment as well. And then I guess there's the more kind of less traditional community garden spaces. For example, we went to Minya Park, which is not considered a community garden, but it's a really beautiful space, and there is food through there that you can access if you are, say, walking through Minya Park. So, for example, there's gubbins trees and jiggle trees and stuff like that. ECYC Garden, I should have mentioned, actually, is a newer space as well. And is thriving at the moment and really regularly accessed. So it supports youth recreation. They have basketball there. They run tons of programs actually. So I think saying, look, we've got this empty space and we would really like to create this here. So people can totally walk through that space as well. They kind of wander through the garden and they can pick things, and kids can go in and kind of all that kind of stuff. So that's cool. Most of these gardens or organisations that are linked with the gardens will have Facebook pages or Instagram pages, stuff like that. So you can definitely, that's probably the best way, is just to contact them through those social media sites. Or you might find a phone number on a flyer or something like that. So I would always just suggest contacting, finding out who the people who are there involved, and more than likely they will say, just come along to the next working bee or something like that. That's probably the best way. Just turn up.